Apparently Mob says PCB off is actually not wrong when shunting in the yard. They in some cases turn it off then. So you did sort of do it correctly in the end. Win! It's good to eventually get it right at least a little bit. Right. We're going to do doors here, are we? We're going to do doors. Right. It's only a half-hour scenario, folks. I know a couple of you don't seem too thrilled at another South London to Brighton route, but we haven't done much of it before. You were driving a Voyager into Liverpool... Oh, Liverpool Lime Street. I guess that's probably not so bad. Henry Hoover asked, is this a Black 5? No, but the next steam train, we're going to run a steam train next, and that's at least a little bit closer to a Black 5. Moggy says it is a Black 5. Alright, and it is a Black 5, I'm sorry. This is a green and white 5. Devon Mo. No, we haven't seen American Steam Train in a little while, although the last one was the FEF two-parter, which actually I think was only last week or the week before. But yes, I'll run the battling over the Cajon probably next week. Where are we heading? We are going to Coulsdon. The stream's lagging, is it? Okay. I did have a little bit there of packet loss earlier on. We are on transcoding now, folks, so if you want to, if you're having problems with the stream, try switching down to a lower section, a lower quality setting, so that it might run better on your connection. Oh, it'll be time to go in a minute. Deadly Dorito apparently has sent me some American Steam scenarios. Superb. Moggy is sourcing on transcoding. I don't know what that means. Hunt agree. Will the new Railfan mode be on all routes? Yes. On all the TS 2016 routes. Right. Release the brakes. Like release the Kraken, but slightly different. Right. 20 limit as we leave London Bridge. Next station is Norwood Junction. This is cool because it means we're actually going to be taking a bit that you can't do currently without this route. Because normally you can't get to Norwood Junction from London Bridge because Norwood Junction's on the Brighton route, whereas London Bridge is on the South London Network route. Adama, please do post a link to the scenario. Absolutely. Norwood Junction apparently is on Southern London Network. Well, fine. Alright then. Does it go all the way down to Coulsdon, though? I don't think it goes to Coulsdon. Ryuto official... I can't remember. What's the name of your scenario? Didn't you ask for it to be delayed? And then I think it's not gone back on again. Right, we're off. Francois, yes, I am. We've done. I think this is the third one. I think so. We've not done ridiculous number of scenarios from Adama, but I've been wanting to play some of Adama's scenarios for a while, and since he's doing the conversion to reskin free, I thought I would take advantage of it and run some scenarios. I also quite like this route. So, do I have the AP sound packs? No, I don't have anything. Everything you're seeing here is what you get on Steam. There's lots of reasons for that I've gone into numerous times, but essentially, yeah, everything you're seeing here is straight from Steam without any kind of updates, sound extra packs, up tweaks, or anything like that. It's all verbatim. I've worn out Fringe Darlings. Yep, I've worn out your ones without reskins. I think I've worn out Joe the Fishes, except for the new one that was uploaded. I have to remember now that we're driving in the UK and the signals are on the left again now. New Cross Gate is our next waypoint. We've got 6 miles to get to Norwood Junction. Oh yes, Coplopper, I need to look at your ICATD scenario. JW Blobman, please ask any question you like, it's all good. If I can't answer the question, someone else in the stream will almost certainly have an answer for you. Cool Dude 5, I can't really answer questions on TS16. Your best bet's going to be to check on Engine Driver and see if your question's there. If it isn't, then post it on the official Facebook forum or somewhere on Engine Driver, and then you'll get an official answer. Alright, we're going uphill now. Okay, radio to official, 2F93. Totally forgot about that then. Alright, I haven't actually gone through the Steam group. I'm planning on doing that this weekend. And then setting up another month's worth of schedules. So, look at it at the beginning of next week, and if I haven't put it in, yell and shout and stomp your feet at me. Is the game lagging for me? I'm getting 24 frames per second. Oh, wipers. Well, Moggy's upset at me again. We are getting some stuttering occasionally, some pauses like we just had there. We're back to being smooth again now. That's mostly, I think, as it's just trying to load data off of the disk. There must be an awful lot of data. This machine's got SSDs. Ah, no! The game minimised. Everything minimised. Come back. I pressed the wrong button and minimised it all. Come back, everything. That's better. Yes, I'm going to do that shunting challenge, Dave. The one, the 08 one. The only reason I haven't done it yet, to be honest, is I haven't had a chance to go and look it up. But yes, I am fully planning on doing that. Cheers, Henry Hoover. Good to see you again. You're going to miss the Black 2 scenario, though, next. Certainly the game is running lovely and smooth at the moment, and I'm not getting any packet loss, so if you're seeing major problems, then it's not at this end. Engine 171, thank you for the follow, and Amtrak Master 145, thank you from the follow for a follow, much appreciated. We've already had one troll follower tonight. Good job, we've got that switched off. Moricom, yeah, those Steam, UK Steam certainly shouldn't be a problem. Although even then, actually thinking about it, if it's a private owner one, then it needs to be approved by the private owner. If it's on Steam, it's fine. If it's not on Steam, then I'm not qualified to say that it's okay. That's the big concern. So if it's on Steam, that's cool. But if it's not on Steam, then I don't know if it's okay, and I can't rely on someone else telling me it is. Because I'm the one with my backside in a sling if I'm wrong. So no one needs to see that. Norwood Junction coming up, 0.63 miles. Moggy is talking about that great English 2 chocky digestive sandwich. Absolutely essential. You know how you can make that even better, Moggy? Yeah, it's Nutella. Oh, yes. Yes, Moricom, if they're on Steam, then it's absolutely fine. If it's not on Steam, then that's a problem, basically. We arrived here 3 minutes early. Hey there, Evercreech Junction, welcome. Amtrak Master, any new Amtrak items coming? I'm afraid I can't talk about products which haven't been announced, I'm afraid, unfortunately. Oh dear, oh dear. Moggy likes to get Jaffa cakes go ever so slightly stale. Yes! Oh yes. GeForce likes to have 2 chocky digestives with PB&J. That sounds intriguing. That sounds very intriguing. Oh, thank you for the follow, the hosting, Billion Hex. Woody TV can eat a whole packet of Jaffa Cakes too quickly. I think pretty much all of us are capable of that one, Woody. Has Steve gone? Possibly. He hasn't spoken anything in a while. Steam and Jam want me to make a scenario on West Coast Main 9 over Shap. Absolutely. Chocolate flavoured Doritos. I don't know. Moggy thinks that Jaffa Cake should class as one of your 5 a day. I think Jaffa Cake should count as all 5 of your 5 a day. Ah, apparently people are whispering to Steve. I can imagine now typing frantically to try and keep up with everything. Deltic Dan, how was my day? My day was very good. Victor, I'm not ignoring you. Is this where you were talking about your dog? I think I saw that and then I got distracted. So, problem is I can't easily scroll up and see it. Strat Shadow, I will check my Facebook messages after the stream. Oh, in that case, Victor, I did see it. I didn't really absorb the message too much, but yes, you said you were with your dog or something? Right, let's go. Next station is East Croydon, 1.6 miles. Current speed limit is 70 and we're dropping to 60. You said you've joined me with your dog today. Superb. Hello, dog. Yeah, the chat's going a bit fast at the moment. I look away, look at what I'm doing. I look back and I've missed 3 pages of chat. Right, so we're in the 60 limit now. We're following greens. .50 limit coming up. There's East Croydon. I'll let it get a bit above there. And then we can ease back on the speed. Amtrak's favourite Amtrak route is the NEC. My favourite is the New York-New Haven line, I have to say. Evercreech Junction, love my S&D journeys, would love to see the route south of Templecoombe. I'd like to have, I think so there is actually, I'm sure I've seen something somewhere where someone's done the route down to Bournemouth. And there is an MSTS one which covers the whole route, which is really good fun to drive actually. It's sort of an endurance challenge to get from one end to the other. Right, we're coming up on East Croydon. We're still about 30 seconds ahead of schedule though. Glad you're enjoying it, Devious. Fringe Starling says, I love cats, but cats don't love you. That's probably not worth the risk then, because if the cat doesn't like you, you will be told on a number of occasions, repeatedly, that they don't like you. I know occasionally my cat goes thoroughly off me, or both of the cats go thoroughly off me, and they let it be known. But I do love our two cats, and most of the time they're very friendly. Usually, what happens is that they get friendly and they're walking all around, and I don't know they're there, so I'll turn round and I'll get a boot in the side. And then they don't talk to me for a couple of hours. Then they'll come back and say, well, if you feed me, then we can be friends again. Francois, the more and longer routes. Well, MSTS came out in 2001, so it's had a heck of a lot longer to have routes made for it. There's a lot less detail in an MSTS route than there is in a TS 2015 route as well. And a lot of the routes are produced by people in their bedrooms, which means they can take. They want to take. It's like Mid East Plus, I think, was 4 years, 5 years in the making, something like that. Well, clearly no one's going to make a business doing that. Right, next station is Purley, 3 miles. We have a single yellow blinking light, blinking thing. Amtrak Master, if you've got suggestions for new routes, which is great, then the best way to do that is to go onto Engine Driver and write an article describing it. Maybe include some photographs and tell people what rolling stock it might be, where the route would go from and to, what branch lines it might have, and put together a proposal. Look at some of the other proposals that are on Engine Driver, and you can see that those are really good because they get everybody talking about the route, both in the company and out of the company, and you'll find it's a really good way of doing it. There have been a number of things on Engine Driver that have ended up being made, like the AC6000. Got double yellow ahead now. Hang on, this is South Croydon, we're not stopping here. What am I doing? Tweet. Right. Purley is the next station we're actually stopping at. Yeah, counter Nebworth, anti-Nebworth. There's Purley, that's where we're stopping, 1.5 miles. I am paying more attention to the chat. See, this is it. I don't pay attention to the chat, everyone complains I'm ignoring them. And if I do complain attention to the chat, then I fail all over the place. Mind you, that's what everyone's looking for, I think. I'm going to have a good look at your spreadsheet this weekend, Francois, when I'm actually planning scenarios. And my mic... I need to turn the wipers off before Moggy gets upset. And what I'm going to do, I think, is to pay less attention to the scenarios that have been requested and more attention to variety. And if I have to go and find my own scenarios to do that, then I think I will do that instead. Because you're right, we need to enhance the variety, but we also need to show things that people want to see. And if that's so, it's striking a balance between the two, I think, is the important bit. But I'm going to be spending a bit of time this weekend paying close attention to that spreadsheet. I must find a balance between the chat and the game. Why, yeah, I've tried that. It's the challenge with finding a balance between the chat and the game is that people expect me to see everything they've said. Once the chat speeds up with over 100 people on there, it's that gets a bit challenging. Moggy's got a Yumu. 44353 is now playing a Tijuana intermodal transfer. Excellent, that's a good scenario. All 4 parts of it. Francois, I'd like to do more workshop routes, but I need them to be recommended so I can go and look at them. Because every time I've gone to look for workshop routes, I really have a hard time finding routes that aren't just, you know, crash routes or routes that are straight bits of track and no scenery and things like that. So if there are good routes people have found and they want to see, then I really, really want you to recommend them so that I can take a look at them. I will do a workshop route over anything else any day, but I need the recommendations. Got a red light we're just waiting for. You think my map has frozen? I'll have a look in a minute once we get moving. NEC New Haven to Boston. I generally try and run routes that are in a reasonably finished workable state rather than something that is completely work in progress. So one of the ones that I like that I want to run at some point is Waterloo Weymouth, but when I actually went to have a look at it, I don't think I'd be doing it any favours if I ran it. I think people would look at it, I'm not sure they would appreciate it for the potential it has, because it's still quite early days. So I do want to run that one, but not just yet. So whereas I ran not the Bergen. Which other one did I run recently? There's another American one that was just to the east of. It was the New Haven to New London line and one of the branch lines off it. And the branch line is in a very good state. So I ran the branch line. I didn't worry about the rest of it. Steve Van Epps, I'd love to run Rocking It Northbound. I'm still planning on running that on the 24-hour scenario, but a scenario of that length, I think everyone would go lynch me if I tried to run that normally, given that as soon as I get beyond 60 minutes everyone starts going, when's this one going to be over? I'm looking forward to it, because a nice long scenario of the sort of quality that you normally do, Steve Van Epps, ought to be pretty epic. But I think that's going to be for a 24-hour session. The Branford Steam Line, that's the one, Agseek. Right. JW Blobman, yes, the idea is that the 24-hour stream will be a charity. So not a 24-hour scenario, no, the game would be very bad at that. But a 24-hour stream will be a charity stream, as and when I can do it. There's a lot of things I've got to get right in all sorts of different ways before I can do that, but I'm hoping to do it for children in need whenever that is. Devious, on red signals, how close do you have to be to make sure it's activated when stopped? You don't. You don't really have to be any particular distance from it. Right, next station is Reedham, 0.6 miles. We are a green light. Shouldn't the 24-hour special be scenarios that you want to run? They exactly it will be scenarios that I want to run. I'm not going to be able to stay awake if I'm not running scenarios that I want to run. It's like the scenario from Steve Van Epps is one that I definitely want to run. Children in Need is 21st of November, so my goal is to be able to get something sorted to either say I am or I'm not doing something for that sort of date. Green light. Oh, and Steve's done his Soldier Summit Part 2. We should get that one. The map has died, has it? Oh, that's why. Okay, it's working again now. For some reason it got minimised. Once it's minimised, it no longer gets trapped by OBS. Hey Serge UK, welcome. Coming up on Reedham now. Feel free, Dave. Actually, Moricom, I've been reading an awful lot about doing 24-hour streams because you have to sort of psychologically prepare yourself for that kind of thing, and seeing what other people have been doing, and things like coffee, absolutely the last thing you should be doing apparently. Lots and lots and lots and lots of water, and having a sort of a 10-minute break every couple of hours, and doing some exercises and stretches and things. Apparently just those two things make a power of difference to keeping you awake and alert. Fringe style in PayPal charity. JW Bobman, yes, I'm using OBS. Works fantastically well. Nick 333, yes, this is South London Brighton, which merges London to Brighton, and it merges South London Network together. Francois, actually, you're right. Actually, the 1 year stream will probably be around the same time, our anniversary on Twitch. Cheers, Steve Van Epps. Let's get some speed up. Where are you going? Ah, Coulston Town. That's our last stop. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be doing Flight Sim tomorrow, Fringe Styling. It's September 11th tomorrow, and I think a moment of silence is in order. How do you pick enough scenarios for a 24-hour stream? With all the stuff that people have asked me to run, I've got enough scenarios probably for about 5 24-hour streams, so it's more just going through them and trying to work out a decent variety so that we're not running all South London Brighton or followed by all BNSF, so that we want to cover a range of different countries, periods, eras, operators, traction types. Fringe Starling, I don't know. On the basis of the conversation I had today, I don't know whether I will do the fictional reskin thing. I don't know. I'm still thinking about that. But to be honest, it's lower on my priority list of many challenges to overcome. Right. Dave says his really good charity is his bank account and the Caboose Abuse Foundation, which I probably imagine has got the same bank account number. Amtrak 109 in the giveaways today. Not today, we did giveaways this week. I only do giveaways 1 day a week. Right, well done driver. Another driver will take over for the remainder of this trip. Superb. Absolutely superb. I am just trying to have a look, see if we've got any more followers. No more followers. Oh, a bit thin on the ground for followers. Right. Let me switch it back to changing route, and then I'll get the next scenario up and flying and have a drink. Back in a minute, folks. Right, let me update the boom, Bishop Auckland to Barnard Castle by Todd Burke. Be our standard 2MT on the Weardale Teesdale line. JW Blobman, this is the music from the game.